first time you ever did stand-up comedy?
That would have been February of 2005, right here, La Jolla Comedy Store. I didn't have any jokes written down. I thought that that the comics just went on stage and just said whatever, like whatever they were thinking, and that was not the case. All the other guys on the open mic thought I was crazy. It was my first time and I had nothing prepared. I was nervous. I was nervous as hell.
What have you learned working at a comedy store?
I learned that it's not all jokes. Even though that's the basis of what you're trying to do, it's not all jokes. There's a whole business side to it. There's a whole learning and elevating side to it, personal growth as well as comedic growth on stage that just it teaches you to be a better comic. Especially working here, being surrounded by comedy all the time, you learn more, you pick up more, you see more, you understand how to do more. And then getting the stage time from working here gives you ample time to experiment and to produce styles of comedy that suits your personality.
Well, if guy says it first in a relationship, it's always right after sex. It's true, like a guy will finish up, his brain's dead because he's just, you know, he's just like, oh, I love you. I love you too, babe. I just said that, god damn it. And then he doesn't tell anybody for like 2 or 3 months until he's at a bar with his buddy and 2 hot chicks walk in. He's like, hey Dave, let's go get him. He's like, I can't, I fucked up, man.
Yeah, I grew up in Chicago and then I've spent the last 13 years almost out here. When you're in Chicago, about 85 to 90% of the people that live in Chicago are from Chicago. When you live in San Diego, 85–90% of the people that are living in San Diego are from other parts of the country. It's a very diverse American city, whereas Chicago is just set in like Chicago type ways. When I was 8 years old, I was supposed to be asleep and I wasn't. I decided to sneak and watch some TV and I ended up turning on Howie Mandel's Watusi Tour. I was a little kid and I was dying laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And ever since then I was like, I want to do that. I can do that. I want to do that. Now granted, my comedy is nothing like Howie Mandel's, but it opened my eyes to a world that I felt like I wanted to be in, and I am it now.
I'm like, hey Steve, man, thanks for the drinks, thanks for the ride, thanks for everything. He's like, yeah, no problem, dude. I'm just gonna go home, rub one out, and crash. Like, why are you telling me this? Now highlights on ESPN are ruined because I got the visualization of Steve beating his shit all goddamn night. Not only that, but I was about to do the same thing.
This would be the 3rd annual Toys for Tots show. I've been, doing them ever since I've been able to, since I've had to go ahead to put this type of show together. And it's something for me because I grew up really poor and had some really, not super horrible, but looking back I realized, yeah, there were some bad Christmases, but I always knew a bunch of poor kids that didn't have anything. So this is a way for me to give to the kids and also put on a great show with some extremely funny headliners. Plus it works with the Marine Corps, and I was in the Marine Corps, so I like to keep that whole aspect and that connection there. Famous people have come off of this stage. You never know who's gonna be the next big star, but you're gonna have a hell of a time and you're gonna laugh your ass off while you're seeing it live here at the Comedy Store.